This is the Fantasy Roadshow.
Oh, 2-pick.
Hey.
I got the 11 picks. You guys, hold on, let me make sure. Yep, that's Fantasy Roadshow. There you are. I'm down at 11. I'm Ginsburg Beats.
Go.
Okay, great.
All right.
What's up, everybody? We are back with another Best Ball Mania. We are here with Keith Cork. Keith, how you doing today? You ready to knock out a good Best Ball draft here?
I am ready, and I'm psyched about getting a late first-round pick because I'm liking those starts. So, yeah, I'm ready.
I agree with you, and I'm also glad we're at the 2 spot so we can kind of see the board from both spots. This is really exciting right now. We get to see one of us draft from the 2, one from the 11. This is about to be really fun. Thanks for joining us, Keith.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'm Ginsburg Beats. It's an old holdover from my PlayStation Network days where I used to game a lot. That was my
Nice.
my gamer tag there. So
Nice.
happened to be my underdog tag. So
Beautiful. So yeah, I have the draft board up here. Let me do one thing real quick.
after you guys draft, I got a question for you guys because I'll let you guys go here. See who you're taking number 2.
We're gonna take Chase, guaranteed. Jefferson, Chase, one of the 2, whoever falls.
Right. Yeah. Okay. Well, since that's already decided, let me ask you guys: have you done any DraftKings best balls, and how do you feel about that platform?
We have not done it,
Okay.
and I don't really honestly like to diversify unless like I don't know. I just think underdogs. I just think underdogs the best, so like might as well stay here. They have the most money.
Yeah.
Ryan Chase, yep.
Yeah, Chase, absolutely.
Jamar Chase,
Lock it in.
No brainer.
Love it. I have like no Jamar Chase, shares. I just keep getting. I can't get the 2. I've gotten 1, 3 tons of times, but I can't get the 2.
Yeah,
I'll pull up my exposure while we're doing this here.
Absolutely.
But yeah, I've done one on DraftKings. I absolutely hated it, so that's why I was asking because it was so awful
why is
compared
that?
to this one. Well, it was just like, first of all, it's full PPR, so it's a little different. But also like just the being able to like sort by QB, RB, wide receiver, tight end on this site, like even that is not available over on DraftKings. It's just they're all just lumped together, so you can't sort it by position, and it's just a more confusing and less sexy interface. So I just don't like it. So
Okay, so stick with Best Ball or stick with Underdog, everybody.
yeah. But we are speaking of which, we are going to do a DraftKings one. No, I just crap talked them over with. I'm gonna do that with Mike LaFeminina. Sorry if I butchered your last name, Mike. I probably did, but we're gonna do that. I guess in Canada, that's the only one available, so he's gonna do that one with me.
Okay.
Thursday, I believe.
Thursday. All right. Ginger.
So here I am. I'm probably gonna go with everyone's darling child here at Sports Ethos, and that's gonna be Nick Chubb. I don't have a lot of Garrett Wilson shares. He's probably gonna go between here, but if he ends up coming back to me, that'd be pretty sick. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and just snag Nick Chubb there and skip over CeeDee Lamb.
Ryan's
I love
Chubb
that
guy. Yeah.
Yeah, Chubby.
Chubby. Yeah. So when you're saying you like the back of the draft better, I honestly have been as well. Like, unless someone drops, like really falls to this 23 spot.
Yeah.
It's like maybe Devonta Smith I would like there, but
so here we go. So he took CD. So obviously I'm gonna go Garrett Wilson here, but let me just take this time to say I've been going Amon-Ra over Garrett here pretty consistently, just because a little bit of game theory. I mean, I think there's a good point to be made about Garrett Wilson having a higher ceiling, but also a little bit of game theory here. I mean, you're playing in a very large field, trying to outdo other people. I would say probably 8 times out of 10, people are taking Garrett Wilson there over Amon-Ra. And so that makes me a little bit of a differential, differentiates me a little bit from the field, which is if I'm trying to go for those big prizes, I play a lot of DFS, large field DFS. That's kind of what you got to do, is you kind of got to go a little bit against the grain at certain key moments. So that's one of the key moments I picked there. And I do like Amon-Ra St. Brown. I like obviously the Lions this season. Go ahead and rag on me all you want, Kulz.
I was about to say, well, it also sets you up to get your darling
my guy Goff. That's right. Well, I also love that because you can stack. So Goff has the last, I believe, 7 games he plays this season are in a dome, and he's fantastic in a dome. And it sets you up if you take Amon-Ra there. You can stack him with Jared Goff as well as Later on, you can get Jameson Williams as well.
Yep.
So you can have that stack there for the last 6-7 weeks of the season, whatever it is, and obviously Jameson should be back for those. So
yeah, I think I would personally like to see Devonta fall here. What do you think, Ryan?
Yes, I think Devonta would be great if he fell here. Obviously, Derrick Henry is someone we usually have been going in this spot, but
come on, Devonta and Josh Allen, I think would be an awesome start for us.
I completely agree.
Please don't go Devonta Zowie forever.
Nope, there goes Allen.
Right.
Josh Allen, yeah.
So we get Devonta. He is kind of I think the last tier of wide receiver here that could fall to the back half of the second. So
yeah,
we like starting wide receiver, and to be able to get that end of the tier with the guy we like the most. Pretty happy there. Jonathan Taylor, Derrick Henry. I mean, we got to go Patty Mahomes, right?
Yes, I was going to mention that. Yeah, if he fell in the third round right here, anytime you get Patrick Mahomes in the third round, I'm taking that.
Yeah, and what I like about Mahomes too is you can find value in some of those receivers later, especially in a best ball format. Like we could see some of those guys fall, whether it's or not fall, but later in drafts, whether it's like, I mean, we've liked Sky Moore, but even like Richie James, Justin Ross, like you can get lucky. Best ball format, those two as a late stack. There's high upside.
I've got a fair amount of. Sorry,
Mahomes' receivers definitely have explosive games too, so that helps with those high upside games.
Yeah, I've got a fair amount of starts where I go Kelsey first round, Mahomes second round, but I think if he falls to the third, you're really cooking there because for some reason he went the third QB here. People went Hurts and Josh Allen over him, which I mean you can make an argument for it. I'm not super surprised by it, but I think that's a good pick for you guys for sure.
Yep. Yeah, my QB one this year is Josh Allen and then Mahomes, which I just think Allen's going to have a big year. Kind of more, he had some stuff going on personally, and then he had that injury to his elbow that he was kind of working through. But I think I already said on one of our podcasts I have the Bills to win the Super Bowl and Allen to have a massive year.
So it's almost me. How are you guys feeling about Josh Jacobs at this time of season?
I mean, Mike, you want to go ahead?
Yeah, I'm staying away right now just because that's the one running back holdout that really worries me because he kind of gambled on himself last year. The production was there, but then
yeah, and I think we just like other running backs ahead of him.
Yeah, and he went right before me, so I'm glad about that. I was looking at wide receiver anyway, so I'm just going to take the top one on the board. The running backs in this area, you've got Breece Hall, who's got question marks. You've got Jahmyr Gibbs, who I also have question marks about personally. I'm just not super into them. I think the ceiling's high on both of those dudes. So, in a best ball format, he'd be my RB2, so I wouldn't mind taking him. But
and you got great value with Cooper right there.
Yeah, Amari Cooper is what I'm going to go with there.
Brown stack.
Yeah. Guess I'll be drafting some Deshaun Watson. We'll see. Yeah. We'll see about that one. Yeah, Judy was the other guy I might have taken there. Pretty high on him. Obviously, a lot of people are. Yes. I wanted Lamar Jackson. So I'm stuck with kind of these three RBs that I don't really love at the top of my stack here. And honestly, since I already have Hero Nick Chubb, I think I'm just going to go ahead and hop on down to Mixon and take Mixon here.
Yeah, it's interesting how his role is just set up to be a workhorse role.
Yeah.
And people are kind of low on him, I think, compared to how he's performed, but it's like his role is just wide open and he should get everything there unless Chase Brown really explodes, but
yeah. So, out of those guys though, that Breece Hall, Jahmyr Gibbs, Etienne, who you guys feel most out of that grouping?
Breece Hall because of his ceiling. I also like Etienne a lot. As I've said multiple times, I think the hype, one of the hype darlings is Tank Bigsby, and because of that, I kind of like to zag there and take Etienne. That's Trevor Lawrence's guy. They had success in college. I just think it's going to be a breakout season for Etienne.
Yeah, I mean, Doug Peterson just came out and said he's projecting, 1,600, 1,700 yards for him?
Yeah, that's what he says he would like to see out of him. So you like to hear that from the head coach. All right, Ryan, what are we looking at? I know we like Ayuk, Kirk. Do you have Watson ahead of either of them?
No.
I
would have Ayuk the highest here.
Ayuk and Aaron Jones would be perfect world for us.
That would be wonderful.
Do you think we should go Aaron Jones first since he's the top running back? There he goes.
Shit.
He goes right before us.
Take that right out of you.
Right yeah. Yeah, it happens. Ayuk and man.
See who falls to us in the next pick.
Yeah. God, I would have loved Aaron Jones there, though. That would have started so well for us as our RB1. Because I don't really think I'm high on Ken Walker, Madison. I mean, we like Akers.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've got a lot of Cam Akers. Let's see.
Dobbins. They would
both have
24.4%
Cam Akers.
Fall to us. What do you think, Rye? Who do you like? Watson or Kirk? I mean, it's a strong wide receiver room early.
Yeah, I don't mind it.
Christian Kirk.
There goes. Yeah. Yeah, I love Kirk. Kirk is going to have a great year this year with an improved offense.
Yeah, he doesn't really have to have that, wide receiver one target on him. Could open him up a little bit.
Yeah, I agree.
I just think the Jags are going to be by far the best team in that division. And, I don't know that we've started this wide receiver heavy too much, but we're going to need some running backs to fall, and we'll see if that happens. This is one of those starts that you're like a little nervous until you see how the next few rounds play out,
Yeah. I mean, the running backs that are down here, I'm still comfortable with, so I'm excited to see who's going to fall to us.
Yeah, I mean, you got to think Burrow and Fields are going to go. People will start shooting tight ends, so hopefully running backs fall a little bit. Hopefully Keith doesn't snipe some of our running backs with his.
No, I've got Mixon and Chubb. Mixon, minus some time. I'm not super concerned about.
And then right on cue, there goes Herbert, Fields, Burrow.
Yeah.
So here's a little run on QBs. I expect tight ends will do a mini run too.
Yeah, you like to see that.
Yeah, I was hoping Justin Fields would follow me, of course. But
how do you feel about Trevor Lawrence maybe in your next couple picks, Keith?
I would love that actually. He's the out of the top 8 there. He's kind of the last guy. If I don't snag him, I'm kind of, I wouldn't say screwed at quarterback. I just end up having to triple tap it at some point in those middle rounds. So I prefer to get one of those guys. But
yeah, I agree.
I don't really want to jump. I mean, I probably will grab him with my second pick here if he's still on the board.
Yeah, I mean, you don't have to worry. That guy's already got Lamar Jackson, so chances are you'll be good.
Yeah, I'll probably end up snagging him there. But here I've got a choice between Hollywood Brown and Tyler Lockett. I mean, I like both of them. I really do. Let me see. I guess there's 2 bye weeks. It would give me 2 bye weeks in week 5 if I took Lockett. So I'm going to go ahead and swipe Hollywood Brown.
I think that's a better pick anyways from just
I agree.
Being a target hog where Lockett could be wide receiver 3 on that team,
Yeah.
Hollywood.
Now, if Lockett falls here, I might end up taking him, but otherwise I'll probably take Trevor Lawrence.
Yep.
Yeah, because the next guy after Trevor Lawrence would complete your stack there with Deshaun Watson.
That's true. Not super into it though, to be honest with you guys.
Understandable,
but we'll see. If it ends up if I get a QB in that 9 to I guess 16 range because golf 17, right? Then I like to wait until they well, there goes Lockett. So
yeah, there you go.
Go ahead and snag me some Trevor Lawrence, but I like to wait until they're maybe past their ADP, and I'm getting a little bit of value on them.
All right, so the Roadshow boys really want Akers or Dobbins to fall here. There goes Miles Sanders, so they're the next 2 running backs on the board.
Let's go.
Now they're the 2 highest.
Not looking good for us.
Dobbins and Dickens would be perfect world for us. Yeah, right?
Yes.
There goes Pitts. Here goes that little mini tight end run that we were talking about.
Yeah. I have a lot of Pitts.
Addison,
there goes Jordan Addison. Come on, Rye!
Come on.
Dobbins.
Pittman.
We get one of them. We get one of them. Dobbins.
Mike, do you have Dobbins over Akers?
I'm sure I do. Yeah.
And Pierce, look at that. Look at that.
You do as well, right?
I believe so. I'd have to double check. I mean, those two are a coin flip for me.
Yeah, Dobbins. I got him over him. Dobbins, I think, has like top 10 upside. Stays healthy. That offense should. Dude, I could see the Ravens winning that division. Like, I'm so tempted to take them over the Bengals.
Yeah.
All
no,
right,
I actually do have Dobbins.
Akers
I have Dobbins over Akers as well.
Akers and Pickens are there. What do you prefer here? Akers?
Yeah, Akers.
Yeah.
Boom. We get both of our guys.
I love when that happens. Love when that happens.
Beautiful work.
This is shaping out to be one of our better drafts. Keith, if you're our good luck charm, you're going to be
Montgomery goes after that. He's right behind those other guys, honestly. But I'm a lot higher on Montgomery than most other people, seems like. I've got a lot of Montgomery.
I mean, anything Lions, you're just all over.
That's true. Just as long as you play it for the Lions, I'm probably overdrafting you. So there you go.
Wow.
Speaking of which, have you been taking Laporta pretty late?
Yeah, I have.
I love Laporta, yeah.
Yeah, let's see. Where am I at with Laporta here in terms of exposure? Yeah, 22.2% of my draft. So I'm pretty high on there. On Laporta there. He's usually my tight end 2 though, so I'm not like taking him tight end 1, that's for sure.
Yep.
Let's see. Speaking of tight ends, we're getting down to the Evan Ingram's there. I mean, I do have Trevor Lawrence, but I'm not going to hop to get him, I don't think. Let me see here. I think I'm going to go probably Zay Flowers is my top guy here.
Love it.
What
do you?
False. We'll see. Yeah, there he is.
I'll wait till after your pick.
No, it's okay. I'm gonna go ahead and just snag Zay Flowers here. Go ahead. What were you gonna say?
I was gonna say, what are your thoughts on Javonte Williams now? Like, I was expecting to hear something about how they're gonna take it easy with him, but he's gonna play in the preseason. Like, it's only been good, miraculous news. Like, at what point does he become undervalued? You know what I mean? Like, we might be right at the end of the curve of him shooting up in AB. It's really interesting.
If I go late on RBs like you guys did here, I definitely consider him like probably a round earlier, even like the 6th round there, if I'm towards the end of the 6th round. So I've been snagging him pretty early because of all that good news. So hopefully it works out for me. But like, I had Samaje Perine earlier, a lot of that earlier in the offseason. So yeah. So I've kind of flipped that now, and but I do like snagging him for sure, absolutely.
Yeah. He's definitely a value.
So this is So I like Pacheco here. I like Treylon Burks here. I like Sky Moore. I think I'm gonna go. I think I have to snag. I could get there's Connor on the board too. I think I'm just go ahead and stack Pacheco though.
Isaiah, if Ryan and I could somehow get Sky Moore to drop to us, then I think we'd be pretty happy stacking him up with Mahomes, but that's not very likely.
Yeah,
there goes Elijah. James Cook's another guy I would like, and he's
off the board. There goes Connor.
Maybe flip it. We'll go Tua, and then we just somehow get lucky.
Yeah, Tua's getting to that point now. Let's see, where are we?
Antonio Gibson is an option here.
Love Antonio Gibson here.
There goes Sutton. If we can get Sky Moore and Antonio Gibson, then Keith is definitely our good luck charm.
This guy's team name is ridiculous.
Oh my God.
Watson happy and jeez. Took me a minute there. I was like, wait, what?
Yeah. I was hoping you weren't going to say it.
I said it quietly.
All right.
There goes Tony.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Sky.
This draft is just falling right in our lap. I love it. Grab
we
Scott
can get
here.
Antonio Gibson.
I can't believe Kadarius Toney went. I mean, I can believe it, I guess, but
yeah. I think we're just now starting to see Sky Moore's ADP, rise above Kadarius Toney.
It's true.
One thing from a broader Yeah, one thing from a broader macro standpoint here, you kind of have if you've been playing a lot of these, like I have, like I've done 70 of these at this point, and like now, like ADP is not affected as much by like the last, day or two. So, it's really lagging behind, like, if you look at just like the ADP from the last 3 days or whatever, like it's a lot different from like what the ADP is, statically here, because it's just, there's so many drafts already in the books. So you have an advantage if you're really like following and know who to grab, I think. So
for sure. All right, Ryan, we got our dream scenario, our dream turn again there.
Gibson.
Yes, we did indeed. This is coming together rather nicely.
Yeah, I mean, like kind of how I talked earlier in the draft when we were 4 receivers and 1 quarterback. You're like, this could either turn out epically or it could be an epic fail. And we ended up able to get both of the running backs that we were that we were eyeing in on that flip, that turn. So
yeah, that was awesome.
In a good spot.
Love it. Not loving what's on the board though for my next turn. There's some stuff that I do like. Let's see. All right. About to be up here. Looking at Tyler Boyd, probably. I think all the Bengals guys took a little knock with the Joe Burrow injury. I'm just not sure what's going on there with them being out for weeks, supposedly. We're just not sure. I mean, he could be back for week 1, could be out for 3 or 4 weeks. Who knows?
Yeah, those calf injuries are a little tricky.
Yeah. But I do think I'm going to take Tyler Boyd here, though. Yeah.
I think he's going to be good.
Fine.
The calf injury is tricky because the calf is used so much that you can continue to agitate it, but because he has time off right now, it also heals quickly because it is a muscle that's used all the time. So if you have the time to kind of sit, it can recover quickly. So I'm not worried.
Kind of the last guy in this kind of maybe tier here for wide receivers. I'm just going to go ahead and snag him. Nico Collins.
Love it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So my wide receiver room is pretty much set now. I got 6 of them. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 4, 5, 6. Probably grab another one late, but need to switch to some other gears now.
I really like your wide receiver room for sure. Zay Flowers, Nico, and then you get the Garrett Cooper. It's pretty
nice.
Pretty nice. Oh, and you had Hollywood. I forget about that pick. That was another good one.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, Ryan, what do you see here for us? I know one of the guys, right?
Yeah, I mean, there's quite a few. Honestly, I'm looking at Jerick McKinnon is interesting with a stack there, but obviously Dulcich, Kincaid, those are 2 guys we're always looking at in this range.
Yeah, I was gonna say for sure Kincaid was my guarantee here.
Yeah, I love that.
I will say I'm out on McKinnon. That backfield is, there's way too much going on there.
Yeah, I mean, that was the case last year, too. He ended up with 9 receiving touchdowns. So, but wide range of outcomes with him. So I understand that.
I would argue it wasn't the case last year. Their roles were pretty solid. And right now you add Clyde to that mix, and I just don't know what his role is going to be. That's the huge uncertainty for me.
Fair enough.
I don't like that. Who do we like first here? These running backs are not my favorite.
No.
I like a chain there with the 2 vets in front of them, though. I mean, there's some upside there for sure.
What do you want? Yeah. What do you think, Rye? I probably lean Jamal Williams here just because I think Cook is still going to the Dolphins. I don't know. What do you want to do, Rye? Just get
fair enough.
Kincaid and think about it longer?
Yeah, let's do that.
Oh, shit. I lost my mouse, but I still got it in.
Oh, you got it.
Jeez. I lost my mouse. All right. What are we thinking? You
like Jamal over Elijah?
Yeah, because of that injury and all the good news on TDP. Do you want to go McKinnon if you really like him as your top guy here with the stack? I mean, That scares me.
I mean, that's most running backs in this range are scary. Buried in the depth chart, the high upside. So, if it were up to me, I'd go McKinnon, and that's who we went with. So,
there you go.
Yeah, I like Jamal because for 3 games he's going to be the featured back, and then he's still going to be that Mark Ingram running back for the Saints. And we saw what he did with Keith's favorite team last year. But McKinnon does get those receiving touchdowns, which that's even an elevated stack for us at running back, because if he does have big games, it's going to come with receiving touchdowns, and we'll have that double up. So I'm cool with it. It's probably the right move.
I don't mind it at all. So there goes a chain. There's my boy Goff.
Oh no,
I can't get him. That's okay. He's got the same exact bye week as Trevor Lawrence, anyways, so I wasn't gonna. I am looking though. This is where I'm looking at these QBs because I don't really even want a QB, but Geno Smith's sitting 15, 16 slots after his ADP now. If everything falls off the wheels of Trevor, there he goes finally. But everything falls off the wheels of Trevor Lawrence. At least I have a backup that I can really,
Yeah.
Oh man, Zay Jones is on here too. I don't know. Gotta see here. Jamal Williams. My boy Tank.
Tank.
I think there is a lot of upside there, but I think I will go Jamal Williams here. I think that's what I'm going to go with. I'll get those first few weeks at least, and then I'll help me with Mixon.
I like Jamal.
Yeah.
All right. Back to me. I do like Tank. Do like Algier. I do need a tight end, though. I've been getting a lot of Chig. I do like to wait till he's after his ADP. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and snag. I'm going to go ahead and snag Tank here.
Yeah, go get your boy.
It's a great pick.
Go get my boy. Yeah, I got a lot of Chig, but I like to wait until at least around after his ADP to get him.
Yeah.
So.
I like that. So just taking a look here, I like this is the range where I'm okay if you start reaching a little bit. We're big fans of Chark.
Yeah.
And I typically like to wait until it's ADP appropriate, but we're not going to have that luxury, I don't think. So I'm cool with a Chark pick coming up here. And then we're probably getting pretty close to being good at wide receiver. There's quite a few running backs that we like late. We have such a good quarterback. We only need to draft 2 of those. So maybe even a Laporta.
A little Laporta?
Yeah, don't you take Laporta. Although, I don't know. Who else do you think, Ryan?
Mims is interesting.
He is.
But I agree with you. I think we have Chark over all of these receivers here in this pocket, and we also like pairing him up with this quarterback later on, Bryce Young.
I don't know what we're gonna do here. Wow, that was a reach on Ford, and I love it.
Yeah.
He was one of the guys. He was one of the guys I was looking at.
Definitely.
Chark.
There goes Gallup.
All right, so Chark and who? Laporta? I don't even like that. This is just kind of a gross little spot.
Yeah, I like Kendre Miller, but I do like the later running backs just as much. Yeah, I like Mims.
Well, but we can't. I don't really. Do we want 7 wide receivers? Yeah, I guess that's usually what we're at. So
yeah.
What do you think, Mims or Laporta? Mims, probably.
Yeah, let's go Mims.
Yeah. Oh, what about MVS?
Yeah, let's go MVS. I forgot we have Patty Mahomes, and another stack with him. MVS seems to be like the deep target right now, so could have some explosive games.
Actually, I kind of want Mims. Is that okay?
I'm totally fine with Mims.
Because I would rather take like a Ross or Rashi shot later.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
MVS just doesn't have the touchdowns that I would like for what did he have last year on their team? Like 2 or 3?
Yeah, not many
He had
at all.
2 touchdowns, because what I see in a late round stack, you're looking for touchdowns, right? Like that's what's going to put that receiver in your top 3 or 4 in your lineup is a touchdown. So,
jeez, it was Laporta.
Wow, that was early.
Well, you guys are considering him too, so it's not too terribly early.
Yeah, we were
kind of considering him. He was on the periphery there. Kendry Miller. I wonder, actually, one of our, by the way, go by the draft guide, sportsethos.com. One of our contributors actually just wrote an article about all the running backs that have requested trades and everything like that. Jonathan Taylor to the Bears.
I read it.
What do you think? Jonathan Taylor to the Bears. What do you guys think?
Oh,
I
man.
think it makes a ton of sense.
Absolutely.
I think it
does
too, honestly. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Got the money. He would take them to the next level.
Yeah.
I think it's a no-brainer, but
got to be 2 to tango, though. Do they have what they want? You know,
exactly. Well, I always feel like early on too, like they're gonna ask for the world. So I wouldn't want them to overpay. Sorry.
No, you're good. You're good. I was gonna say I'm taking Chig here. He's finally fallen past his ADP enough that I'm fine with him being my tight end 1. I'm probably gonna tap tight end a couple times here, but there is another guy I'm eyeing as well. Okay, good. So I'm going to go ahead and just snag my backup QB here, Kyler Murray.
Nice.
Looks like he probably will be back for week 1. And so I've got 2 very solid
That's insane.
QBs there. Yeah.
Is that the final word? Is that he is going to be it?
Looking likely. I don't think we've got an official word yet. Yeah.
He's in that same ballpark with Javonte where they're just coming back from this injury at an incredible speed, and it just doesn't make sense.
Yeah, I'm actually reading this right now. It says unrealistic, so maybe I'm a little bit too optimistic there, but that's okay. I've got Trevor Lawrence, and that's all right.
That's why I was like, wait, something come out yesterday when I was off to the world.
No. I'm not breaking any news here. Sorry.
I know Kyler came out and said that his goal was coming back week 1, but it just seemed a little too early.
What are we looking at here, Rye?
I mean, this is tough. I know we like Mechie.
We have 7 receivers.
Yeah.
And like good ones.
Yeah. Jeff Wilson's interesting. I mean, Singletary's interesting too. He's fallen pretty far past his ADP.
Do we go Jordan Love or do we wait later on?
Between Jordan Love and Bryce Young, I would want to grab at least one of those 2.
Well, then we got to do it here. Young could fall, but he would have to fall quite a bit.
Yeah, let's go Love. Let's go Jordan Love.
Love it. Pun intended.
And then, tight end, we're looking at, there's still some guys we like late. So I think we're good there.
Yeah, I agree.
Interesting with Devin Singletary falling. I agree. Jeff Wilson is interesting if they don't sign Dalvin Cook. We're going to be pretty invested in, there goes Wilson. We're pretty invested in Jeff Wilson. So that's kind of big news for us. And Singletary, we haven't really been targeting him, but that's, there's ADP value there, and anything happens to Pierce, they did pay him, so he should have a role. I don't know. I'm cool with it.
Yeah. I am as well.
I would say Gainwell. I love Gainwell, the talent, but you go out and get Swift and Penny, there's not much room for him to have relevant fantasy production anymore.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Did you see our guy Sawhook giving Trey Lance some gas here earlier today on Twitter? Saying he looked good in camp.
Well, it's just media, man. Like media controlling the narrative, super negative on a Lance and just pumps out Purdy. But
yeah,
then they show you, Brock Purdy had 3 interceptions. Like just those numbers weren't really. I don't know. You guys know how I feel about it.
Yes, I do. Yes, we do. Yes, we do.
I've made that.
I just can't wait to see Trey in this first preseason game.
Yeah,
he's got to come out and really show out.
I hope he does.
That's something I'm going to be watching for sure.
Devin Singletary.
Mm-hmm.
Welcome to the team.
He's on my my dynasty huge 30-team league, so hopefully he does well this season. We'll see.
Yeah.
That is a massive league.
Yeah. I got some pretty out there guys. It's IDPs too, so I'm like, it's a lot going on there. We'll see how it goes. I'll report back and let you guys know.
Yeah, please.
My running back room is terrible. They're like, he might be Singletary's like my second bet, like my RB2 or something.
Did you just get into that league, or has that been going for a while?
No, it was an auction league. We just did the initial auction. Just a
30-person auction. Can you
imagine?
imagine?
It is nuts.
All right, so I'm probably going to double tap tight end here. So I have, I end up with Chig as my tight end 1. Not ideal, but if I double tap here, hopefully I can, mix it up and get some guys, a couple of guys that have some good weeks. Kind of, they can alternate good weeks. Hopefully, we'll see how it goes.
Have you heard about Zeke? Zeke is the most sought after free agent now. There is strong interest from Patriots, Jets, and Cowboys. I expect him to get signed this week.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, nice pick with Gesicki. I was hoping he was going to fall to us.
Yeah, that was
he's one of those like guys I love. Yeah,
that was one of our guys. But we still. I actually don't mind Hayden Hurst either. He's kind of warming up on me. But I definitely like Trey McBride.
Oh, yeah.
Luke Musgrave has been interesting, all that hype from him this week.
Yeah. I mean, super late, I think it's fine, Another guy I like is Isaiah Likely, knowing that they're going to go, 2 tight ends a lot over there in Baltimore.
Yep. Wow, so, Bryce Young might have actually fallen.
That is nuts. Yeah, that's something you can't really anticipate.
No.
I'm still happy we went with Jordan Love.
For sure. Paris Campbell. What do you think here, Ryan? Honestly, like Musgrave that late, having him be our tight end 3, I don't mind going like just taking a shot on Richie James and going like him and Hurst here. I don't know. What do you think? Chase Brown goes, so there goes that option.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. I'm fine with Richie James here if you want to go with that route, or Hayden Hurst. I like both of them.
I kind of want to take Hurst first just because there's the guy behind us only has 1 tight end, and he's the top tight end on the board, and we really need a backup.
Yeah, that's the smarter pick for sure.
And then if Richie falls, like have a 8 wide receiver room, but whatever. Now we have potential stack of Sky, Richie, and Jerick McKinnon in one of the best offenses in the league with a lot of wide open targets.
Absolutely.
Let's do it.
Yeah, and if we didn't have Mahomes here, obviously we'd probably be looking at someone we really like as Terrace Marshall.
Yeah, but even him, he's probably going to fall. Well,
yeah.
if we wanted him. But yeah, I agree.
Kareem Hunt, no news on him at all. What's going on there?
No idea.
Yeah, I wouldn't feel comfortable drafting him
no.
in any round.
No, for me, like I want to think that all the guys are going to get signed before the season starts. Besides Kareem Hunt, he would be the one guy I don't think gets signed.
I just feel like that we would have seen some cards fall. Like we would have seen some people land at certain spots, but the fact that we haven't seen any, it's just.
But the reason why we haven't is because of the landscape of running backs right now. Like, we don't even know where Josh Jacobs and Jonathan Taylor are going to be. Those guys have to be figured out before, your Fournettes, Cooks, Zekes.
Yeah, isn't J.K. Dobbins not at camp either?
Yeah, he's having contract debates, but him and Harbaugh are still on, like, they talk every day, so.
Yeah, but he isn't showing up. Like, I remember saw something about Harbaugh saying, like, whenever he comes back, we just really want him to come back, and we're looking forward to that. So I was like, what?
Well,
I'm only hearing about this now.
No, it was always just overshadowed by Josh Jacobs and then
Jonathan Taylor.
Now Jonathan Taylor. Jacobs was like the darling early on, and then out of nowhere that everything blew up with JT.
Yeah, this is getting intense.
All right, what do you got?
Yeah,
here?
I've got a couple wide receivers I'm looking at, and I think we'll see what this guy does. Let me see what this guy does.
Is Chase Claypool?
Okay, cool. That's perfect. Receivers? He took a QB I was not even thinking at. So Chase Claypool is in fact one of those receivers.
Oh,
but I do have one ahead of him though, which I'm going to take here. I'm going to go ahead and take Mecole Hardman. Just can't get away from that upside there.
Yeah, he looks good in camp.
Yeah, hopefully we'll see. He's one of Aaron Rodgers' guys, and I can kind of strike gold there late, but we'll see about that. And I knew this guy in between me wasn't going to take an QB. I'm going to take a third QB just in case Kyler Murray does re-injure himself or whatever. But looking at some upside here, so I've got Tannehill here, but there's no upside there at all. But I do like me some Desmond Ridder for sure, so I'm going to go ahead and snag him as my QB3.
Nice. Yeah, he's got such a good team around him. It's going to be hard for him to not succeed with Bijan, Drake London, Kyle Pitts. You got weapons.
Can't remember where he is exactly, but he's one of my 5 QB sleepers. I think he's the 4th one on the list or something like that. You guys got Jordan Love, which is also on that list. But yeah, just want to plug real quick, guys. Do check out that NFL draft guide at sportsethos.com. Tons of great stuff on there. $4 a month for the NFL pass.
Absolutely. I think we should be having Jamie on here pretty soon. He's another one of the big brain ethos guys. So we've been wanting to have him on here. He does a lot of underdog best ball. Really like the way that he drafts, so it's going to be fun to have him on. Ryan, this is another crazy idea, but what about Clyde? And not go 3 tight end and just go Clyde? Like, are you confident enough in Kincaid and Hurst that we can get a 6th running back and kind of guarantee that we have production between him and McKinnon?
Yeah, I think that's a great idea. Clyde in the last round is very interesting.
All right. I really fucking love this team. We're trying to get a team that we can coin the Moore brothers and get DJ Moore, Elijah Moore, and Sky Moore.
There you go. That is excellent. Love you, QBs. I'm just taking a look at your team here.
Yeah.
Obviously, the RBs you guys went late, but I think you guys did fine there. Wide receivers just crushing it. I mean,
that was one of the reasons why I thought like Clyde was the right pick there, is because like we have Mahomes, but also that kind of gives you like some assurance at the Chiefs backfield.
Yeah.
Like we were sitting with 5 running backs. That's pretty thin, but Clyde guaranteed to get something out of the Chiefs backfield. So I feel good about that. But yeah, Mahomes, Love, Dobbins, Akers, Gibson, McKinnon, Devin Singletary, and Clyde Edwards-Helaire, Chase, Devonta Smith, Ayuk, Christian Kirk, Sky Moore, DJ Chark, Marvin Mims, Richie James, and then tight end Kincaid Hurst. Keith, why don't you read off your squad?
Yeah, so I've got Trevor Lawrence, Kyler Murray, Desmond Ritter as my QBs. Love that. RBs, I've got Nick Chubb, Joe Mixon, Isaiah Pacheco, Jamal Williams, and Tank Bigsby. And then my wide receiver room is Garrett Wilson, Amari Cooper, Hollywood Brown, Zay Flowers, Tyler Boyd, Nico Collins, and Mecole Hardman. And tight ends, I've got Chig, Juwan Johnson, and Mike Gesicki.
Beautiful.
Nicely done.
We're winning it all. Let's go.
All right. Well, thanks everybody for joining another rendition of our Best Ball Mania here, and stay tuned. We got a lot more coming, so buckle up.